Hello everyone, this is Inceptor57. We're back again, War Thunder. So today we're going to be looking at this new vehicle, the BM-13N, or as everyone, even the War Thunder higher ups call it, the Katyusha. Which is funny because we used to call the BM-8 the Katyusha, but I guess now that we have a more authentic one, we'll just call this one the Katyusha. We'll just call this one the BM-8. I'll just refer to those two by those titles from this video on, because it's a lot easier than saying BM-13 and BM-8. Than just say Katyusha and BM-8. Well, we know what it is, right? So if you see my last video, the Katyusha event montage, where I basically play with the BM-8 with all the Katyusha choir going on in the background. This is the Katyusha truck is a limited. It's an exclusive vehicle offer right now from May 6th to May 10th as part of the Katyusha event, where you have to get 5 kills in the BM-8 24. You don't actually have to do it in one live. You can use backups on BM-8 24 and it'll still count. And I don't know about planes, but apparently, but like I said, if you die once in BMA, you got 3 kills, and then you respawn as backup. You get 2 more kills. That does count as 5 kills to get you the Katyusha. But I managed to get 7 kills in one game, so I have the truck. And yes, I did write my blasted Wikipedia page on it on the War Thunder wiki. If you want, you can go check that out. It needs some love. You know, the tactics does need to be filled in, but let's go over the vehicle traits of this thing. So one of the things you will notice that as of May 7th, it is 3.7 battle rating. The battle rating is 3.7. Okay, oops, that's error, but it's the same. Realistic simulator, arcade, it's all 3.7, which is quite a high level. That's the same level you see Panzer IV F2 and the M4 Sherman, compared to the BM-8 with a 2.3, which is where you get to see all the Lees and sometimes Cromwells, but that's a 3.3. But yeah, so 3.7 is not exactly going to be a very good time for this truck, especially since it's a truck. Let's look at the armor. It's only 1mm thick all around. That's the structural steel. This is thin enough that a regular machine gun bullet from the coax shells can penetrate, except here, which is rolled homogeneous armor. And even then, it's only 4mm, so that's not going to give you much. It's only going to protect you from shrapnel from the front, if anything. But then again, that's not going to do much to the engine. The engine's right here. So this is definitely a vehicle you do not want in the front. This is not a frontline vehicle. In fact, I almost want to say that this thing has absolutely no applicable role in the front line at all. Like, you rather should not bring this out or in like the tank battle into the front, because it's not meant to be. That's in the history. This is not what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be in the back, like few tens of miles back behind the line, and shoot rockets towards the enemy line. Speaking of rockets, so I think one of the reasons why it's 3.7 compared to the BM-8 2.3 is because the rockets are now 132mm M13 compared to the BM-8s with the 82mm M8. So now it's got a substantial upgrade. It's actually faster. It has some more explosive power instead of let's see, the BM-8 penetration is only 24mm with explosive, but on this it's 39mm last time I checked. Yeah, it's 39. So it's heavier, it's faster, it's got more punch. Problem is that like I said, you're on a truck chassis, so this is not exactly something you want in the front, just like waiting. This is not a tank destroyer. I mean, okay, it says a tank destroyer here, but you get what I mean. This is not a frontline vehicle. What else? Another thing is that you only have 2 people. So you lose one, you're in crew replenishment. You lose the other, you're dead. So this vehicle is more for the indirect fire, just like how it was in history. You got the stats cards here. It's that the turret rotation speeds slow, but then again, the turret rotation arc is pretty bad. You only got like this front area. You can't shoot from the sides, but then again, you can't do that with a BM-8 either, so not that bad. It's not. Oh yeah, this thing actually has one of the worst gun depression in the game right now. I mean, you can't have bad. Then again, I guess you can't have bad gun depression if you don't have any gun depression. It's at +8 degrees. So that means you can't even go lower than the horizontal plane. It'll just be +8, which definitely does inhibit its direct fire roll. Like I said, this is not a frontline vehicle. Blah 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 blah. 7.9. Okay, let's look at other stats. It's 7.9 ton, 164 horsepower. You can see this stuff on the stat card, or you can go on the War Thunder wiki. I've updated the stats so you can see that too. That's the crew. What else? Armor. I think I'll show you this. Thickness is 5mm. Wheels is 2mm. I don't know how that works, but it is. X-ray. You got the chassis going, the drivetrain going down here. Transmission, engine, the radiator. Not that it does anything in the game. And Here you have your ammo rack. So if you like one high explosive shell hitting the racks will probably detonate one of these rockets. Your whole truck goes boom, and that's another reason why you don't want it in the front. But yeah, what else? There's nothing much else. So why don't we take this out to the test range, and I'll show you guys what it can do. Alright guys, so here we are, we're in arcade test drive. I'm not going to do realistic because I don't want to spend a whole lot of time just reloading the rockets, and there's no aiming reticle anyway, so the only big difference is going to be how fast the truck moves, but I think we can establish that trucks move a lot faster than tanks in the game, so let's just go on with that. So one of the big things that is going to inhibit the Katyusha's roll is that, like I said, it has a +8 degrees gun depression. This is as far as it can go. And let's look at the rocket arc. It went over the Panzer II, which is at 280 meters. So you got quite a dead zone right in front of you. I mean, but otherwise, you know, if we hit with the Panzer IV, which is about 500 meters, let's see, I think this is the right range. There we go. Yes, with 39mm penetration with only 30mm sidearm on the Panzer IV, I think it's 30mm, but you can cause some good damage, and I don't know, and maybe if you hit the roof of vehicles, it'd be even more. There's a turret. You know, it could probably cause a lot more damage. I mean, let's look at the Panzer. I think this is how it is. Oh, well, I spoke too soon. So yeah, you can hit through the belly armor, I guess, and the roof armor, or the side armor is thin enough. Now, like I said, but then again, it's not that bad because one thing I realized from one of the latest server updates is that the Katyusha actually has adjustable suspension, just like the Type 74 and STB1. So, but it only has one plane, so you can only do it forward and backwards. So I've set my suspension keys as my number pad. But if you guys got any suggestions, feel free to let me know. So I'm pressing 8. Yeah. You go down, and then pressing the 2, it goes up. And I press the center key. Everything goes back to normal. But if we adjust the suspension to be inclined forward, we are able to hit the Panzer II now. There we go. Ooh, big explosion. So even though suspension, according to the news page, apparently this is annoying airplane. I'll try to shoot it down later. So apparently, according to the news, this suspension was made to simulate hole digging, so that the Katyusha truck itself can create holes. I don't know how applicable that is in War Thunder, but in gameplay purposes, this allows where that dead zone in front of you can be eliminated. So if we aim the lowest, I'm just gonna go here. So that's the dead zone now, compared to earlier, which is past the Panzer II. Although one time I hit the Panzer II in the cupola, so it's not that bad. I guess the bigger the target, the easier it is to hit past 250 meters. When you incline, it looks like it turns to 150. I don't know. It seems to be the estimated range. Okay, so you know, it's just a truck with a rocket launcher on it. It's nothing too unusual past that point. It has adjustable suspension, but its armor overall is weak. Okay, you know what? And here we go, reload. Now, like I said, this is the reason I turned arcade, because I don't want to deal with the non-existent reload and realistic, especially since there's no frag point to it. There's really no point. But otherwise, you can. But I mean, you could, but do you really want to with a 5mm armored crew, especially with only 2? I mean, I've seen some good videos online already that this Katyusha is better at indirect fire. You can work together with teammates, and once you get a feel on how far things are, you can just elevate and shoot rockets away. Like for example, that Tiger II. I mean, it's pretty far as is. The Tiger II will still be able to kill you if you ever fight it, but once you get a range, I think that's it. Oh. Okay, this is. I did not know I could do that, but once you get a range, you can just fire away from a distance, and if you're lucky, the enemy won't see you. Jesus, you know, I done this test drive 3 times already. I've never been able to kill the Tiger II from a distance, so that was very surprising. But yeah, so that's the Katyusha. I just fire away a salvo, just just cause. Who knows? Maybe if you do this in a match and you guesstimate the distances from flag points. Actually, in that case, if you can guess like where exactly those rockets will land. Like if it lands right onto an enemy capture point, you can do some pretty big damage. Like I said, like I did, I just took out the Tiger too. So this thing can be quite devastating if you know how to use it. So you can't just bring it out to the field and just plant here. You just watch them come by and hit them. Well, you can do that, but you're not gonna last very long if they manage to find you. Should I really shoot down the aircraft? I'm not so sure if I can. All right. You know what? I'm gonna spend the rest of the video trying to shoot down the aircraft. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, subscribe and all the stuff. Check out my other videos. If you want to check out that montage, I think it's pretty cool. But that I'm totally not biased or anything. And yes, see you guys later.